This ain't advice. I'm not your advisor. And as they say in the biz, slap that subscribe button. We're only about 100,000 away from 1,000,000. We're almost there. Welcome back, amigos. Today, from Founders, Rubaeus, Pure Raspberry Ale. Let's check out some questions. Unexpected inheritance at 25. Looking for some advice on how your girlfriend should handle unexpected inheritance. Well, you should make sure she's going to take whatever feedback you get. She might need to solve this herself, but let's go anyway. Long story short, family friend had no family worth leaving anything to. The friend passed, leaving her girlfriend as sole beneficiary to a life insurance policy for $70,000. The estate didn't have any liabilities, so the money's free and clear. Your girlfriend has $80,000 in student debt, some of which is subsidized, some of which is not. She's in a grad program, so the subsidized loans aren't accruing yet. Okay. Girlfriend's expecting to make 75 rated K. You're making 70K at 23. Very nice. You plan to get engaged and to purchase a house. You both live at home, own cars outright, virtually no cost of living expenses other than small stuff, and you both have pretty darn good emergency savings. Nice work. You advised your girlfriend to use the inheritance to pay off her loans accruing interest, there's $50,000, and then open a high yield savings account to keep the remaining $20,000. And then she can make a decision about whether it'd be better used on the student loans or toward a down payment on a house. Any reason she should do otherwise? Any advice on how to do things differently? Should she be worried about taxes? The policy was a life insurance policy, which you believe is not taxable. Maybe you're wrong. You're not wrong. She's getting the proceeds from a life insurance policy. There's virtually no way she needs to worry about taxes. I can't even think of a case where she would. I think the biggest consideration she should make is, depending on how much you need or want for a down payment, whether she should hold more in reserve. With your emergency fund, you have a lot in reserve, but if it's a $300,000 house you're looking at, that extra $50,000 could be the difference between being able to get into it right away or having to wait a couple more years. So I'd think about that, but otherwise, actually, your plan seems pretty good. Surprisingly good. Excellent work. No emergency fund, no retirement, not much savings or investments, and a good amount of debt. What's the best way to utilize your tax refund? All right, you're doing research on ways to utilize the tax refund. It seems like paying off debt is one of the best ways to use it. However, you're about to turn 30 and you don't have much in savings or retirement and not much in investments either. You give some info. You're getting about $2,000. Company you work for has a 3-year retirement vesting period, and after the third year they contribute 10 to 20% of your gross income toward retirement. Then every year after is 10 to 20. That's great. That is amazing. Your investments are a measly $400. Okay, so you've done just a tiny little bit, basically nothing. And you got $4,000 credit card debt, $3,000 in personal loans, $6,000 in school loans. Personal loan has the highest interest rate. Really? It's higher than the credit cards? And the school loans have the least. Credit score is fair. It's been built positively over the past year. Nice job. Any advice is welcome. So, assuming you're going to stay at this company, you're going to be doing a lot of retirement savings just automatically. So I wouldn't sweat the fact that you haven't done much yet, or any yet. The rates matter. You didn't say the rates on the loans, but the personal loans and the credit cards, I imagine, are at least in the teens. So those should come before making investments with the cash. So I would say decide if you need to hold any of the $2,000 aside in case something unexpected happens. It's probably better, well, not necessarily better to keep it aside rather than just taking out a loan when it comes up, but it's probably going to save you a little sleep, which is probably worth it. But if you don't need it, if you got a little money in a checking account, then put the money toward whatever the highest interest rate is. You said it's the personal loan. It's the personal loan. Stop paying interest on that. start getting it knocked down and start getting rid of the rest of the stuff. And it sounds like you'll be well on your way. It's great that you're at a company that's going to be contributing so much towards retirement. You're going to automatically be in pretty good shape if you stick with them for, 20, 30 years. Is it possible to buy stocks for someone as a present? I love this question. For your girlfriend's birthday, you'd like to get her a small portion of stock in a public company whose product she uses quite frequently. Just say she owns part of it. That's awesome. Excellent work. Is there any way to do this without just giving her the money to do it? You want it to be a surprise. All right, so I'll tell you how most people that I know have done this have done it. So the only tricky part is she's got to have a brokerage account somewhere to hold it when she's going to actually officially own it. So I wouldn't worry about that right away. You can get that done after the birthday. It's the thought that counts. It's the surprise that counts. So you got to have a brokerage account somewhere, wherever you're going to buy it. You can do it. If you know she has an account somewhere, you could do that. But Schwab, Fidelity, Vanguard, those are the big ones. You can do it on Robinhood. I don't know how easy it is to change, to do a transfer of assets there. But what you can do is you buy whatever you want to buy in your account. And this is what a lot of people do, and people seem to really like it. And then you can look up what a stock certificate looks like. And then if you're any good at Photoshop or anything like that, you can just make a fake stock certificate and then wrap that and give that to her. That says, here's 10 shares of Lululemon stock or whatever it is. And you can explain to her after, like, oh, it's just something you printed out and you've got to give it to her electronically for it to be official. But I think that would be a really cool way to do it, and pretty easy. And like I said, if you just Google like a stock certificate, you might even be able to find it for whatever stock you're looking for, and then you can edit in her name and however many it is. It should be pretty easy. And then you can tell her you actually want to transfer it to her and she wants to open an account. That would be the way for her to get it, but she will have to open an account for you to transfer it to. And I would definitely say it'll be easier if you both open accounts at the same place. But it's pretty easy. I mean, it's a form, so it'll take a day or two to process once you get it, and you have to probably sign it and scan it and submit it, but it's not so hard. So yeah, good luck. That's awesome.